Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we are continuing with our week of XY Evolutions booster box opening. We are now halfway through the box and we will be opening the next 9 booster packs today. Starting off here with a Raichu, Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard, Raichu, another Blastoise, another Venusaur, Charizard, and a Raichu to cap it all off. So we will be opening all of these in this video. If you'd like to see the other cards I've already pulled, got those other 2 videos up ready to go. Got another one coming on the way, and I will be summarizing all the pulls at the end in a summary video so we can see how we did for this booster box. I'd like to say thank you again for my awesome subscriber and viewer and Patreon July for making this booster box happen. And yeah, she's the reason why we get to open so many cards today. So, to kick off this part, we've got XY Evolutions Raichu. Still want to get a Raichu out of this. I have no idea, again, what the Raichu for this set looks like, if there is one. I assume there is one, considering she's on the cover artwork. But you never know. So very first pack today, we've got a Voltorb. I have already kind of looked at some of these cards in detail in the previous videos, so I'll start to go just a little bit quicker through them, I think. Especially with the common cards, such as Diglett, a super furry guy. Still interesting that he's only a couple inches big. Seem like he looks a lot bigger when you see him in that context, don't you think? Next up, Caterpie. With a kind of swirly, manipulated background. Almost looks like he's trying to hypnotize us. Poliwag is next up. Its slick black skin is thin and damp. Part of its internal organs can be seen through the skin as a spiral pattern. We also got a Pikachu, fitting for a Raichu cover artwork pack, I think. Mouse Pokemon. A reverse holo this time is a Charmander. So cute. I'm sure you guys enjoy the old style artwork like I do. He looks so much more, I don't know, dragon in this one, I think, compared to, I guess, the more recent ones. I think maybe it's the eye shape. It looks much more animal-like than cartoon or something. So since this is reverse holo, I will stick it in the special pile. And our rare for this first pack is a Beedrill non-holo rare. You can check him out closer here. Older style artwork, but also has that green glow outline and kind of abstract computer generated style background. Poison Bee Pokemon, 3 feet and 3 inches, 65 pounds. 120 HP, level 32, with Poison Sting. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And can you believe that's only 1 energy card and does 30 damage and they're poisoned? That's intense. Though I suppose you have to keep a Caterpie and Kakuna alive and manage to pull this Beedrill, so I guess it makes sense. May appear in a swarm, flies at violent speeds, all the while stabbing with a toxic stinger on its rear. What about the ones on its hands, huh? So that gets to go to the special pile. And we've got a Machoke ripping through his own skin with his overly muscled biceps. And forearms, I suppose. Next up, we've also got a coughing with foul gas coming out. He looks like he's kind of amused by his own gases. We all know a person like that, don't we? Oh wow, what a pack. We actually managed to get... Oh, did I say Caterpie earlier? I meant Weedle. Kakuna and Beedrill. We did not get a Weedle in this pack, but that would have been cool to get all 3 evolutions. And here you go, code card. Whoever gets it, if you let me know if you get anything good, I'd much appreciate it. I'm always curious. Neaten that up a bit. And time for our second pack. Be opening 9 in this segment, in this video. 36 total, so even spread out into 4 videos, still quite a lot. Speak of the Weedle, there he is. Starting off with Weedle, there we got Coconut and Beedrill. Followed by a Doduo. I wonder also if they'll ever make like a mega, like a Do Quad or something. A Do Quatre, or whatever in French. A 4. Do Quattro. Staryu as well. I really do need to look up the, that, I think it was called, oh, I can't remember. The one I was talking about in the last episode. I forget the exact name of what the alien was supposed to be that, like, sucked on the, TC heroes. I need to look that up. Onyx as well. Here we go. Level 12, yet already 100 HP. Pretty impressive, I'd say. And it's always funny when you put the Pokemon next to a human for scale, and some of them are like not what you think at all. 28 feet. Jeez. Fairy energy. Haven't gotten too many energies so far. Always appreciate it. Our reverse holo here is an uncommon trainer card. Maintenance. Super shiny. Woo! Shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck. If you can't shuffle 2 cards into your deck, you can't play this card. Then draw a card. Farfetch'd non-holo rare is our second rare in this pack, actually. So not off to the best of starts, but we've gotten quite lucky in the other 2, so perhaps our luck will turn around in the next pack. I saw some fake Mon evolutions earlier for Farfetch'd that I thought were pretty cool. There was like a male and female version where they used the leek as like a sword. I thought it was pretty cool. Poliwhirl is our next. I don't think we've gotten a Poliwrath in this opening so far. Not to spoil the other parts, but yeah, I wonder if we'll get one. Full Heal is next. Remove all special conditions from your active Pokemon. Item card. And Porygon with its ability to convert the enemy's weakness to any type you like. I suppose that might be useful for Pokemon who don't usually have a weakness to something. Like, does any Pokemon have a weakness to dragon, for example? I'm not quite sure that they do. I don't remember seeing any. Huh. Code card. Okay. Come on, Mega Venusaur. What have you got for us today? we'll be starting off this pack with a Ponyta, Fire Horse Pokemon, on the plains of not quite sure where. A lot of these backgrounds are kind of nondescript and you can't really tell where in the Pokemon universe, let alone Kanto, they're supposed to be, but I have a feeling since the game and TCG series were developed relatively early in the franchise, as it were, they weren't really thinking too much about continuity, so I'll forgive them for that. Nidoran Boy, or just Nidoran, however you say it. 60 HP, level 20. I forget what level Nidoran evolves at, but 20 seems fairly high, doesn't it? Next up we have a Vulpix. I wonder if they have the regular Ninetales in this. I have from the original base set the hollow Ninetales, and I think it looks pretty cool. There's like the ghosty looking glowy things around him. Oh, got a fairy energy last time, and now we're going for darkness energy to balance everything out. And a Magikarp. Poor little guy flailing around. Attack does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon, so only has the potential to do up to 20 damage because he'd be knocked out otherwise. Whoa, check this out. Our reverse holo this time around is a rare, and it's Mew. Aw, so cute. I really wanted a Mew. I believe this was originally a promo card in the base set. It wasn't really included. At least that was my remembering. So only level 8, but 40 HP. Number 151. New species Pokemon. Height 1 foot 4 inches. Weight 8.8 pounds. An ability here called Neutral Shield. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon by your opponent's evolution Pokemon. Okay. Also has the attack here called Psybolt. It's just a psychic energy and colorless. Does 30 damage and flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Down here it says, so rare that is still said to be a mirage by many experts. Only a few people have seen it worldwide. Prestige worldwide. Well, this one certainly gets to go in the special pile, legendary and all. Our rare in this pack is a non-holo Dugtrio. We have gotten a couple of these guys so far, but I think that's down to there only being a couple of non-holo rares. The Dugtrio, Arcanine, Beedrill, and Farfetch'd, to name a few, as well as Mewtwo. I don't think I've gotten the holo Mewtwo this go around. I think I've gotten just the regular rare and reverse holo rare. Charmeleon taking a swipe at us. I think it's interesting that in this one, the face is very like colored pencil on like textured paper, but compared to Charmander, who had a very watercolor style tail, this one is almost cel shaded in comparison. Next up, we've got Professor Oak's Hint supporter with his pocket monster book. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. Your turn ends. Look at his eyebrows. So serious. And we've got a Nidorino to end this pack off. Horn Attack and Fury Attack. We've not gotten a Nidoking so far. I believe we've gotten a Nidoqueen though, so. Wonder if we'll get one. Code card for ya. Let me know if you get something good. straighten up these piles really quick. And to the next. Mega Blastoise hanging out. Wonder if we'll finally get a Blastoise. Don't know. I didn't open that one too well, did I? Voltorb, the ball Pokemon, will be starting off this opening. Number 100. That's funny, I never really thought about which Pokemon was number 100. It seems kind of important, yet it's just Voltorb, turns out. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, haven't seen Tangle in a while. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? I wonder what's under all those vines. I wasn't terribly happy that Tangela got an evolution, or at least the design of Tangle growth I wasn't too happy with. I thought it would be cooler if we got to see, like, what's actually under the vines, you know? That's just neat. Next up we have a Poliwag. We are going to be doubling up on these guys, since it is only about 100 cards in this set, plus 20 or so up until the, including the secret rares and stuff, so hope you don't mind if we get a couple duplicates of these older guys. We got Seal as well, kind of riding a wave. I think it's interesting how they, well, obviously they had like the original drawing, but then kind of overlaid a semi-transparent like wave pattern on him. Sea lion Pokemon. Also interesting which Pokemon are weak to grass versus lightning, water ones, I mean. For instance, this Magikarp is also water type, but weak to electric, and I believe when Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, he becomes weak to grass, which is odd considering Gyarados can like fly and is a dragon, but whatever. TCG logic for you. Our reverse is a Psychic Energy, so shiny, it's like blinding. And also kind of creepy with the way the eye is staring. Did any of you guys ever see like how it looks like a moon? I thought that was cool, and once I started seeing it, like I couldn't stop seeing it. Kind of fits with the psychic theme, I thought. And we've got Starmie as our non-holo rare for this. The Space Beacon Mysterious Space type Pokemon. Yeah. Very CG styled here, yet the stage 1 little mini Staryu at the top is kind of watercolory, if you can see that. Interesting that they decided to do it that way, considering the Staryu card itself isn't CG styled. Speaking of CG cards, we got Pokedex here. And you can see on the buttons that they're the Pokemon types. There are so few compared to now, aren't there? Kakuna is our next. He's an uncommon. Always liked him for that poison powder attack. Another that's CG. And Potion, which is also useful. Interesting that it's an uncommon here. I believe it was just a common in the original, but can't quite remember. And here's a booster pack for you. So I think we must be due for a special pack. But which one will break our streak? It's hard to know. Which card are you guys hoping that I pull, by the way? I don't know if you've been watching other people's pack openings of evolutions, but are there any I haven't gotten that you guys like are really hoping I do? Just curious. Weedle to start off here. I've always enjoyed the textured paper look of this one. Makes me want to do some watercolors. Electabuzz with the volt symbol there, as well as lightning bolt. 70 HP and level 35. Electric Pokemon. Thundershock does 10 damage and Thunder Punch 30 plus. Here we've got Drowsy, Hypnosis Pokemon. This is one of the cards that out of nowhere, you know. Oh no, not this one. I think a different card. There are a couple cards in this series that the blurbs reference, like the Ghost, or not Ghost, Ghastly, that's the English name, actually references Indian elephants, and then another card, I thought it was Drowsy, but apparently not, references Chinese something. I need to look up why they decided to include like non-Pokemon world countries in these descriptions. Kind of curious, I think. Staryu here, relaxing on a beach. 60 HP, level 15. It would be pretty cute if there was like a pre-evolution of Staryu now that I think about it. I wonder how they would do that. Maybe one without like the gold surrounding. Steel type energy is our energy for this pack. I still do want to make a steel themed deck. I think I finally might have enough Pokemon and energy cards combined to do it. A reverse card this time is Voltorb, which is a common. But check that rainbow hollow on all of these. I think it looks especially cool with the neon lines he's got around him. Are you ready to see our rare of this pack? 3, 2, 1, go! And it is an Arcanine, non-holo rare. Have we used up all our luck in the earlier videos? Hard to say. Not that I mind Arcanine, of course, but we do already have a couple. Burning Road and Scorching Breath. Not bad attacks at all. Do wish it was hollow though, I must admit. So I'll put that in a special pile. Next up we've got a Super Potion, which, like regular potion, also an uncommon. But to be honest, I hate losing a turn with the discarding an energy card, so if anything I'd almost rather have more potions in my deck and then just you know, not have to sacrifice an energy card for it. But that's just me. Brock's Grit. His hand is so like weirdly drawn here. Have you noticed? It's like they didn't draw the joints correctly and he's just like but like you'd be able to see like this part, wouldn't you? Next up we've got Maintenance, which we've gotten a few times, with the creepy robot hands messing with a Pokeball. I wonder if there's a Pokemon inside of that. Like, please no, don't perform maintenance on me. And we've got a code card, for you. Hopefully, it'll give you some better pulls than what we've been getting here so far. But that must mean that we're coming up on a big one, don't you think? One can only hope. Come on, Mega Charizard, work your magic. Give us something good. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Alright, we've got something shiny. Didn't even mean to already see something, but sometimes when you open them, it's hard to avoid. We'll be starting off this pack in an interesting way with an energy, which usually it's been a Pokemon so far. Wonder if that's a sign of something good to come. Caterpie is our next card here. Level 13, 40 HP. Now, I can't exactly remember what level he evolves into Metapod, but I feel like he should already be a Metapod by level 13. Perhaps whoever owns this one is trying to get that XP and move boost by pressing B and stopping him from evolving. Next up we have the Ghastly with the funny graffiti there on the wall. And the furry little Diglett. Have you ever wondered what's underneath a Diglett? Personally, I think it's just like some little feet, kind of like claws. I wonder if they'll ever show us. Also, really hoping for some Alolan Diglett and Doug trio with the blonde hair in the Sun and Moon TCG. And a Rattata is our next card here. 40 HP, super curly tail, and glistening teeth. You can see he's been gnawing on whatever branch that is. Our reverse holo today, in this pack I mean, is a potion. Heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. So shiny. Speaking of shiny, shall we see what's underneath in the rare spot? Have a feeling it's something good, because I can see the border. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blastoise EX! Finally! Woohoo! Awesome. So, with the, finally got a Blastoise card to help round out our starters here. And the gold border is so cool on this. Just a kind of giveaway in the pack that something's going to be good. Similar to the Charizard, he's kind of busting out of the frame. And one of the cannons here has a little ching, like, I'm gonna get you. So, he's got 180 HP in attack here, rapid spin, which does 30 damage for a single double colorless. A single double colorless. I think you guys know what I meant. With one double colorless energy card, you can go ahead and do this attack, is kind of what I meant to say there. So rapid spin does 30 damage and says switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Then your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. And we've also got Splash Bomb for 3 water energy cards. It does 120 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Womp womp. So not the best there, but like all of these that, you do damage to yourself. Hopefully you'll have a protection cube on hand to prevent that. And he's weak to leaf type here, and is number 21 out of 108. So, for sure goes in the special pile. Good job, Charizard pack. You really came through for us. We've also got a Venusaur Spirit Link with a Mega Venusaur there. I really like the flower on his head. It's pretty cute, I think. And a Machoke. Gotten quite a few of these guys. Again, his hand looks kind of off. Like there's no palm showing. It's just literally goes fingers and wrist. Oh, here, let me focus. See what I mean? Like there's just fingers and then wrist. Suppose they might have been drawing them fairly quickly and stylized without being too anatomically correct. And another Super Potion. Quite a few trainers in this series. I don't know if you've noticed. And a code card. So we're back in the game with that Blastoise EX. See if we can top it in this round. Got the Venusaur Spirit Link in this one. Will the Mega Venusaur come through with the pulls? We can only hope. That was a pretty nice open. Growlithe will be starting off this Venusaur pack. Puppy Pokemon with Hind Kick and Flare. In the original TCG, I didn't really play Growlithe very much because he took 2 energy cards just to start playing, but now that they've gone ahead and given him a 1 energy card cost, I think it might make sense to play with him, especially with the Arcanine as we've seen. Ghastly, yet again, weak to Dark type and resistant to Fighting type. In the original, I believe he was just weak to Psychic type, if I remember correctly. And the super cute Charmander. Aww. Accidentally setting a field ablaze. And Rattata. Its fangs are long and very sharp. They grow continuously, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. And Caterpie is next up. String Shot, 10 damage, flip a coin if your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. It's covered with a green skin. When it grows, it sheds the skin, covers itself in silk, and becomes a cocoon. Not a cocoon, just a cocoon. One might even say a metapod from metamorphosis. Our reverse here is a Ponyta, which is a common. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Oh, and Eradicate is our rare. I actually don't know if we've gotten Eradicate so far in this series, which is kind of funny. Regular rare, but if we haven't gotten one so far, I suppose that's still a good thing. This Eradicate, whoa, is level 41, yet only has 60 HP. Crunch here for 10 damage. Discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon though, so that's pretty good. Shadowy Bite. 60 times. This attack does 60 damage times the number of special energy cards in your opponent's discard pile. That's rather specific conditions, don't you think? Its rear feet have 3 toes each. They're webbed, enabling it to swim across rivers. Maybe this artwork doesn't do a good job of showing the webbed feet, because, beware. Special pile you go. Oops, I think Ponytails was there. Switch is our next trainer item card here. Very useful if you want to get a Pokemon to the bench, but not lose any of your energy cards. Here we've also got a Magmar. And I could never really figure out how this hand is supposed to be going. I guess this one is the thumb, and then those are just kind of like, but they drew it kind of strangely, don't you think? Next up, we have a Devolution Spray, so you can devolve one of your evolved Pokemon and to get that top card back right to your hand, so you don't have to discard it. And here we go. Code card. We've got another Blastoise, as well as a Raichu left in this opening. Let's see what we can get. I wonder how close I am as well to completing this set. I mean, I haven't gotten a couple holos for sure. And I'm obviously missing some rares and like secret rares, but I'll be curious after this booster box how close we are to completing it, considering I've already opened a couple prior to this. Charmander to start off here. Lizard Pokemon. We've got a Psychic Energy card with the little moon eye thing. I always liked fighting with the Psychic type in the game. That Kadabra / Alakazam. Oh man, you could take down everybody with that high speed and special attack. Pikachu, super chubby and super cute. Growlithe. Definitely doubling up on these commons and uncommons. It's probably safe to say I have all of those guys now, huh? And a Machop. Super power Pokemon. Yet only 2 feet and 7 inches tall. It's kind of crazy. It's like a really super powered little toddler. Oh, interesting. We've gotten Chansey as a holo before, but here we have Chansey as a reverse holo rare. Level 55, 120 HP, and I really enjoy how the holo looks on this. See all the rainbow effects there. Really cool. Special pile for you. And we have a regular rare Electrode as the actual rare in the pack. I mean, this is an actual rare as well, but the rare in the rare spot. I do kind of like the pop art color background here as well. Just weird that his eyebrows kind of come out of nowhere. Charizard Spirit Link. Still waiting on that emo Charizard though. Well, not to spoil the previous ones, but yeah, be cool to get an emo guy. Oh, Charmeleon. Speak of the somewhat emo devil. And I always appreciate double colorless energy. Pretty useful guy. second to last code card. And the last pack of this third video. What should we wish for? Still wanting that hollow Blastoise. Let's see if we can get one, huh? We'll be starting off this last pack with Magnemite, level 13, 50 HP. Interesting texture there. I wonder where he's supposed to be. It just seems like a kind of middle of nowhere, huh? Maybe he's in the power plant. Oh. Similarly, here's Voltorb with its little neon lines. Ball Pokemon number 100. Sandshrew, haven't seen him for a while. You know who we haven't gotten? Sandslash. Is Sandslash even in this set? Who knows? I feel like he might have had a break card. We also haven't gotten a break card for a while. Poliwag. Interesting how he's the only one with the tail. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he loses it immediately upon evolving. And we got a Diglett. So if he's only 8 inches tall, those flowers must be tiny. I mean, half his height? 4 inches? Judging by that, each of the flowers is less than an inch in diameter. I think that's why I thought Diglett was larger than he actually is. This picture kind of doesn't really seem like 8 inches, huh? Ooh, here we go. Poliwrath, reverse hollow rare. So we've been teased with all those Poliwags and Poliwhirls, but got a Poliwrath with the 3 fingers there. Kind of like ready to punch. This Poliwrath is level 48, not bad, and 140 HP. Very, very respectable. He's a tadpole Pokemon, 4 feet 3 inches tall and 119 pounds. First attack here, Dashing Punch, 50 plus. If this Pokemon was on the bench and became your active Pokemon this turn, it does 50 more damage. 100 with 1 energy card? Okay, alright. Also has Whirlpool for 3 water energy cards, which does 80 damage, and you get to discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Very cool, very cool. An adept swimmer, it knows the front crawl, butterfly, and more. Hey, don't you mean the Butterfree? It is faster than the best human swimmers. To the special pile with you. Awesome. I've never gotten a Holo Machamp before in my whole life, and here he is. Not only do we get a reverse holo rare in this pack, but we've gotten a Machamp holo rare. So cool. This is one of those that I never got from the base set. Yeah, so super glad to pull it now, especially with all these extra sparkly bits. And if you look carefully, you can actually see an extra layer here with its arms kind of going craw, 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 and like fighting. Can you see that? You have to look pretty carefully. Awesome card, awesome card. This Machamp has 130 HP, is level 67, my superpower Pokemon. Only 5'3", oddly enough, but must be very muscly because he's 286 pounds. Oh my gosh. With an ability here called Counterattack. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 3 damage on the attacking Pokemon. Wow, this one's gonna be hard to beat, I think. Seismic Toss for a mere 3 fighting energy. You can do 120 damage. Pretty cool for a non-EX, huh? And its 4 ruggedly developed arms can launch a flurry of 1,000 punches in just 2 seconds. I wonder how they got that statistic. Though, since there are 4 arms, that's only 250 punches per arm. That's still over 4 punches per second per arm, though, so very impressive. To the special pile with you. And we got a Pokedex. Pretty standard stuff. Porygon, conversion 3 to change some types. And last up, we've got another Pidgeot Spirit Link. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes Mega Pidgeot EX. And that'll do it for the 3rd part of our booster box opening. Ta-da! Okay, shall we review? We were kind of low on some excitement this round, but that Machamp and Reverse Holo Rare Poliwrath at the end made up for it. Also had a regular rare Electrode, Reverse Holo Rare Chansey, common Reverse Ponyta, regular rare Eradicate, Blastoise EX, my fave, Reverse Potion, regular rare Arcanine, Reverse Voltorb, regular rare Starmie, Reverse Energy, Psychic Energy, regular rare Dugtrio. Oh yeah, I forgot the Reverse Holo Rare Mew. That's pretty cool, actually, now that I think about it. Regular rare Farfetch'd, Reverse Maintenance, Beedrill regular rare, and Charmander reverse. So as with the other openings in this series so far, going to go ahead and shuffle these into piles by type so that I can better put them into my super organized collection. Hope you enjoyed seeing this 3rd part, and tomorrow hopefully you'll be back to see the last 9 packs in this booster box. We will be doing an overall video at the end summarizing all the best pulls and see if our pull rates from this box match up with other people's. So yeah, here we go. I'll just be making some shuffling noises until the end, and see you in the next one.